Morning everyone. Today I think we're going to do some 2-inch body blocks on the cruiser. It's beautiful weather. Beautiful weather. Got the slippers on, keeping the feet warm. Shazzy's got the slippers on. Nice. Penelope's going for a morning wee in the sun. How's that, Penelope? Body blocks. I don't even know where to start.
It's Bella! I said it's Bella!
I know for one you have to pull out the radiator. There's 2 brake lines. They should be like spiraled, so they should by rights come with. If not, there's just a little or 12mm bolt on the chassis rail. Undo that, and then that should just be able to give some play for this to come up. Your steering thingo, that should be right. You got one body mount there. Got another body mount there. And then you've got another body mount there. So all up, from what I understand, 6 body mounts on the cab. You've got one here, you've got one here, and you've got one here. The exact same on the other side. One there, one there, and one there. Which this one here is already loose for some reason. It's not meant to be like that. So you've got the back cab one. Just slide up under here. And there's the, and then go, well, there's your fuel tank, chassis rail. And if you just slide your hand up in between the chassis and the fuel tank, all the way up to here somewhere. Oop, phone can't fit. Alright, we have to go in through the side. Up into there. That's where you'll find the top of the nut for the back cab mount. The front is in your passenger and driver's floor well. There was a little plastic thing, just pull that out, which then exposes the nut. I've had to replace the floor in this thing, so it's, you can see it through this little hole. I just left the little hole there so I can constantly put oil. And the front is just down in there underneath the headlight. So you just pull the front grille off and you should be able to get to that one in there. Oh geez, that's hard to see in there, isn't it? There's just the 4 bolts for the radiator. Well, in my case there's 4. There's normally used to be 5. Yeah, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just on the inside here, you'll see them running down the side. Alright, so there is actually a reason why we have to move this. And the reason being is we have to cut the bottom of it out. Got to pull the radiator out. Your upper hose and hose clamp undo your lower. It's completely up to you, but I wouldn't bother saving that coolant. No point saving it, guys. It's pretty cheap. Just replace it. Keeps your radiators healthy, keeps the inside of your engines healthier. You don't want shitty stuff running through your motor. And like, I've only done 2 Fraser trips and a couple of Koran trips, so I would have only done about 5,000 k's max. Left and right top radiator. We've got little 12mm nuts on top of these, and then there's a washer which then holds down these little rubber support things, like a little rubber bush, I guess. They're kind of like a bush. Little metal washer, and then these little rubber mount bushy things. There's a little, you got these 2 tops, and then down about halfway down your radiator on the sides, on the inside looking from your motor back towards your radiator, you'll see that there's 2 little 12mm bolts. There's one on each side with a little rubber, same looking little rubber grommet things.
I'm tall now.
And so those mounts that hold those 2 rubber bush grommet things, you actually have to undo the whole mount, because otherwise the bottom mounts get caught on them and it won't let it come up. You just have to undo the whole mount from the front radiator support. This thing, that's how they come from like the factory. When they're new, they're still connected. The bottom one's like there, and you just hook the top one. The radiator shroud. And now, as you can see, the radiator shroud was connected to the front body of the car. The motor, on the other hand, is connected to the chassis of the car. So if we try and lift the body higher than the chassis, the bottom of this fan shroud is going to hit the bottom of the fan. So we're going to have to cut a little section just out of the bottom of this, just to give it that extra clearance. Intake pipe, we're going to have to loosen that off. So the motor's going to stay down, but this is the actual airbox is going to come up. Just go ahead and remove that bolt for the brake lines. That will be able to move now. There's that front body mount bolt I was talking about earlier. There's one there, and then there's that one there on this side. Well, from what I understand, we go ahead and loosen all 6 body mounts off. Started with one side, taking off all 3 nuts. Jack up this side of your body. Slip your new bolts and washers and blocks in. Lower it down that little bit. Put your nut on, loose, like on, but still loose. And then repeat the same thing for this side. And then go ahead and make sure everything's squared, lined up nicely, and tighten it all down. So it shouldn't be too hard. Always find some problems. That's a bit rusty. I'm gonna have to cut cut, and then re-weld a plate on top. Damn. And then you've gone around, undone them all, taking off all your nuts on one side, leaving your nuts on the other side. Still very, very loose. So this plate was completely, body mount from the chassis was completely rusted. So I've gone and cut out the old one as best as I can. I'll clean it up with a file, clean up around all my edges so I can get a decent weld, and then I'll grab a plate of steel, probably use about 3mm maybe? No, I'll go 2mm. 2mm bit of steel, weld that on there, line up that actual bolt and drill your hole. Should be good. Still got to try and tackle getting this bloody snapped bolt out. Pain in the ass. Nah, I'm only joking, guys. That was a pretty fun day, pretty big day. Pretty big day. We got it all. 2-inch body blocks. Look at the clearance now. Ew. Makes the 33s look tiny. Nothing much today. Little cuts. Cheers for watching, guys. See you on the next one.